Hi, it's Jamie from BroadwayWorld, and we are here at the 20th anniversary of the WhatsOnStage Awards. We'll be speaking to some of our nominees just before they go in for the awards, and also speaking to the winners just after.
I came here last year, and to be nominated this year is a dream I never would have imagined. I mean, I feel so lucky, especially because it's voted for by the people, which I think is so important because you don't see that with a lot of awards. And I think that for me that's an award in itself, just to be nominated and have so many people appreciate what you're trying to do. So yeah, it's great. I just feel like the play as a whole is so amazing, and I was up there with some really big names, and some of which are nominated tonight, and I felt very lucky, to be honest. I feel like I never contemplated that I could be nominated for an award for my part, but I'm very, very, very grateful that I am.
I think I've already won. I think, who needs an award when you're looking as good as I am? Everyone, I got here early to make sure that no one had to get an Addison Lee to get here. Well, I've come for the last 3 years. It's always a fun event. It's always, it's fun. It's nice that it's an audience vote, a public vote. That's what makes the What's on Stage a little bit special. And it's just nice to hang out with your lovies, isn't it? This is what's special about today's, is that I've come to the WhatsOnStage Awards the last 2 years, been part of a company that's been nominated. So this is the first time that I've singly been nominated for anything in acting ever. And it was for Captain Hook in Peter Pan. I played Romeo last year, that didn't get nominated. but Captain Hook, so no, I'm just enjoying it, and if I win or lose, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to have a really good time. I would do theatre 100% every day of the week if it paid more, and that's only the crux of it. And also, you do get paid very well in West End, but if you wanted to I did a play at the Bunker Theatre about a year and a half ago, and it was tough because I came off the back of season 1 of Versailles, and then suddenly and that's all it is. But I will hands down do theatre every single day because nothing beats it. And also, I like to be told that I'm good instantly. And on telly, you have to wait 6 months, and on theatre, they tell you there and then. They go, they boo you, or they don't clap, so you go, oh, good, that was good tonight. It's all for the ego, really, isn't it?
It feels pretty cool. Like, it's amazing to know that obviously we just had our press night with Prince of Egypt, and then obviously it's my first weekend off, and I'm here for the What's on Stage Awards, so presenting is pretty cool. I'm not singing this year, so that's a bonus. Resting the voice. I think it's massively important. I think having people vote that actually appreciate, for us in particular, like our show is doing so well in terms of public loving it and they're standing on their feet, and for us it's a massive thing because they're essentially the people that support us for the rest of our careers, the shows, the longevity of shows, and I think that's the most important thing, for them to be involved equally as much as us creating the show itself. Ooh, I don't know actually. I haven't seen Dear Evan Hansen yet, so that's always a bonus, and I hear he's great. I'm a huge fan of Mary Poppins, so for me, like something like Mary Poppins, I don't know, it's epic. Lucy is a good friend of mine, so to see her sing as well is always a bonus, so yeah.
It's incredible, yeah.
It's a bit of an honour, really.
It's lovely to be with this guy.
Yes,
well.
very good to see
nice to have a friendly face.
Exactly.
Very
nervous. I'm nervous. You nervous?
Yeah,
I'm quite nervous, but it's lovely to be here. It's amazing.
I'm scared to sing. I do it every day, but it's still.
I need to warm up.
I know. I'm like doing my sirens. So what I'm walking about.
It's totally a universal story, I think, and regardless of whether it's set in America or wherever, I think it's such an important, poignant story that really speaks to so many different people.
Definitely.
And we're very lucky to perform it. I don't know what you think.
And it's got such an amazing fan base. Like after every single show, like I get so many. We all get so many lovely messages of being like, I love the show. Like I resonate with so and so in the show, and I love that I can see myself on that stage, like being that character. I can definitely identify with that person, and that's really rewarding to feel like that we can actually, people can actually identify with them as well. It's great.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's amazing to be here. I've only been once actually. It's my second time, so it's nice to be here and actually be presenting an award.
It's a great event. It's bang in the middle of a very busy time for us. But
yes.
It's great fun all the same.
Oh, we're having an absolute blast. Like the audiences thus far have been insane. Like I don't think we were really prepared for how insane they were going to be.
When you set up a show like that in the room, it's great fun, but it can kind of, through trying to get the piece on its feet, you can lose the buzz and the jokes sort of start to fall flat a little bit when everyone starts to know them. But then once the audience arrived, it's like a celebration from everyone that knows and loves the movie. And I think the show really builds on top of what was already great.
Yeah, it's been incredible to do because we've kind of we've had JF Lawton in the room who wrote the movie. So for us, it's been incredible to have that insight with him there and kind of put our own kind of stamp on these iconic characters. Like obviously we have to stay true to them because they're so iconic, but it's been nice to have that free reign and kind of have a little bit of fun with it as well.
Yeah, you've kind of got the luxury that these two incredible actors have already made these parts so great.
Yeah.
So you can build on that and grow from that. But again, like Amy said, having JF in the room, who's been able to give us all the clues to who these characters always were, from conception, not just since Richard Gere and Julia Roberts played them, but since they were first conceived by the people that wrote them, to have the interaction with those guys has been able to allow us the real freedom to grow these from scratch.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what we do it for, the audience, right? It's for them to have a good night and have, good fun. So for them to have a moment where they get to actually say what they choose, it's beautiful.
It's wonderful to have the awards that you get from your peers and from the people within the industry, to have that sort of validation is great. But when you've got the people that are actually paying to come and see the shows, tell you what they've really loved the most, that's surely up there with the best.
I love this.
I know.
How do you feel? How
Amazing.
are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really, really good.
That's so good, because you know what? I'm feeling really good. Sorry, we're wasting
So
time.
sorry.
This is just so fun.
I know.
This is so fun.
Top content.
We're really thrilled. We get to present 3 before the interval, so people are like ready. I'm so excited. I'm
So
really
excited.
excited, and it's just good to be able to be a part of a big celebration.
Totally. And getting to present Best Actor in a Play, Best Actress in a Play, and the inaugural Best Sound Design
Yes,
is like
the first
really,
one ever.
it's really exciting.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
In fact, I did say I'm only going to come if I can co-present the biggest 3 awards. And they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, good. No, and we don't want a Moonlight, La La Land. It's a lot of pressure.
I didn't think there was pressure, but now you put that in my head. Now
Yeah.
I'm freaking out.
I was
so
totally
thank
fine
you.
for this. I think it's, we've just done a show that John Marr called Teenage Dick, which was, largely a comedy, and then it did like a hard left in the last 15 minutes. And, there's a certain point where you're rehearsing, you just need an audience reaction to know what on earth you're doing. And so they're integral, they're front and center of it. So to be able
100%.
to have an award where they get their say is, I think, important.
I completely agree.
I feel truly blessed. I'm very grateful, to be honest, and it's just great to get recognition from the theatre audiences. They're the people that come to watch the shows and buy the tickets. So yeah, I feel very grateful. Yeah, it's even more authentic in a way because they're the ones that buy the tickets, as I say. They're the ones that the enthusiasts. They're the one that people they invest in the stories. So to get recognition from the public, it's very humbling.
It is slightly ridiculously overwhelming to be in a category with the people that I'm in a category with. I sent a picture to my brother a while ago, and he said it literally looks like you photoshopped yourself on the end. So I was thrilled with that. Thanks all. Cheers. It's brilliant. It's great. What a great thing to be part of. And in this year, there's been some amazing theatre, and to also be nominated alongside The Sun as Best Play is really exciting. Yeah, I'm really chuffed. I know. I didn't realise that until the other day when I thought, oh, people have actually voted for the shortlist. I didn't realise that until recently. So yeah, that's very flattering, and I'm glad that so many people saw the show and enjoyed it in the way that they did. So yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah, I've never been here before. This is my first foray into it, so it feels really nice.
Yeah, well, I think it's not nothing that people tick a little box and decide, because there's lots of brilliant performances in the theatre this year. So yeah, it's really, really genuinely touching. Well, I'll put it proud of place. I'll sleep with it. I'll hold it close.
Well, it's a magnificent thing. I'm seeing fabulous people. Vinegar Strokes is behind me, staging me up, classic. And yeah, it's just really wonderful to be a part of the musical theatre community in this way, and for them to realise that Only Fools and Horses, the musical, it was a kind of left field thing, but we've come a long way and we love it, and it's great to be here. It has done really, really well, which is because I think there's probably nothing like it in town at the moment. And our audience members, the demographic is not necessarily the traditional musical theatre goer. I think we can say that quite safely, but people love it. And I've had a guy, his name was Dave, loved him. He was like a long-lost Mitchell brother, 7-foot bruiser with tattoos up to his eyeballs, came to the stage door after the matinee and said, I just loved it. I loved spending 2 hours with these characters that I grew up with. It was like a nostalgia trip. And then he said to me, which I'll always remember, I loved it so much I didn't think I liked musicals, but I've just booked the evening performance of Waitress. And that warmed the cockles of my stagey heart. So thank you, Dave, if you're watching.
Oh, it feels amazing. I was here 2 years ago with everybody's talking about Jamie, so it's nice to be back, you know, dolled up a bit more. I'm presenting the first award as well, so I am bricking it. Yes, because I have to read cards. I'm like, I don't want to delve to Z, but exactly. There's a couple of hard names as well that I might have to pronounce, so I'm like, wow. But no, I'm really looking forward to it. Well, I'm working a lot more. I'm getting more hours on the stage. More wigs about to get bought for these gigs. So yeah, it's really kind of changed my career path and that kind of where it's going. And also, it's kind of introducing drag more into theatre, TV, all that kind of stuff. So it's really great. It's now coming out in the forefront. Yeah.
What's next for Vinegar Strokes?
A gin and tonic's next for sure.
Oh, I'm so excited because I performed in the opening ceremony last year. But I've never been nominated for anything in my life, so I'm very excited to be here nominated. Yes. So it feels like everyone's kind of like fallen in love with Anne Julia and the cast, and you know, really taken us under their wings and voted for us. More nominations than Hamilton. Very exciting.
Oh my God, it's so exciting. I've never been nominated for a big award before. So I'm like, yeah, and I've been working for a long time, so it's nice to get my work recognized, so it's great, yeah. I know, the fans, honey, thank you. I love that you guys have embraced all of me as I am, how I sound, how I look, and I've not had to change a thing, which has been so incredible, because when I was in New York, I felt like I was always chasing, but here I just felt like I can just be and like enjoy, and you guys are just lapping it up, so it's great.
It's right fun, isn't it? I need a wee though.
Oh yeah, I probably could do with a wee as well actually. But no, we've just done a show and we've legged it here.
Yeah, so
I didn't even get changed.
This is what I wore underneath my costume
on. This is what I
It's
look
crazy.
Like. I woke up like this.
This award ceremony has its own entity. It has its own charm. It has its own pride from us to be nominated by people who actually watch the shows is a different love that we have and a different pride that we have. It's really great. We got to shoot.
Goodness me.
Ta-ra.